for Chrisean after she called her phone.
Hey, this little hoe Chrisean just was playing on my motherfucking phone. I need to know who the done gave this bitch my motherfucking number.
The phone call that set the streets on fire. At exactly 11:42 p.m., Rick Ross' baby mama Tia Kemp got a call she never expected from none other than Chrisean Rock. Yes, that Chrisean, Blueface's off and on disasterpiece, the wild card of reality TV, the loose cannon of Instagram Live, and now, the new name in Tia's nightmares. What started as a woman-to-woman call spiraled into screaming, threats, and a full-blown Crip-coded meltdown, and Tia Kemp crashed out. She exposed receipts, accused Rose of playing both sides, and called Chrisean a walking trauma with a Bluetooth speaker. But why was Chrisean calling in the first place? Why did Tia post that now-deleted voice note on her story? And what the hell does Rick Ross have to do with Crip politics in 2025? Because this wasn't just drama. It was war, and the streets and the shade rooms are not ready for what just leaked. Tia didn't hold back. Chrisean didn't back down, and Rick Ross. Caught in the middle with receipts leaking from both sides, this drama didn't start last night. This has years of beef, betrayal, and bottled-up chaos bubbling under it, and the phone call was just the match to understand why Tia Kemp lost her entire mind after Chrisean Rock called her phone. You have to go all the way back to 2016. When Rick Ross and Tia Kemp's beef was already boiling because Tia, she's not your typical baby mama, she's vocal, unfiltered. And one of the few women in hip-hop bold enough to say, fame ain't an excuse for being a fake-cast daddy. She's dragged Ross for YEARS on social media in interviews, even through messy lawsuits over child support, custody, and public humiliation. But while that drama played out in courtrooms and blogs, Chrisean Rock was still in high school, fighting anyone who looked at her sideways. And now, in 2025, these two explosive energies collided over one phone call, and the industry still isn't recovered. But first, why the hell did Chrisean Rock call Tia in the first place? That's the million-dollar mess. Here's what insiders are saying. Chrisean was allegedly DM'd by Rick Ross's camp, asking her to pull up at a private club event in Miami, a branding collab, or quiet promo for Rosie's new alcohol line. According to a close source to Chrisean, she thought it was a money move. Maybe a collab. But when she got there, she saw who Rick Ross was there with. And lost it. The who? A woman who looked suspiciously like Tia Kemp's older sister, Y.E. Rick. Ross is out here allegedly entertaining his own BM's bloodline. So what does Chrisean do? She calls Tia, not text, not DMs, straight up dials her number at 11:42 p.m. The call heard round the timeline leaked by a friend of T.I.'s who was allegedly on three-way. The call went from sisterhood to swing first. In under 60 seconds, Tia opened. Soft, wait, what's this about? And Chrisean came in hot. I don't know what type of six-gas games Rose playing, but I ain't part of that family therapy S***T. Then the chaos exploded. Tia Kemp. Don't play with me, little girl. I'm not your blue-face punching bag. Chrisean, I'll crash out behind mine. On Crip. Tia, crash out, baby. I've been totaled. You've just got your license. The audio ends with both yelling over each other and a mystery male voice in the background saying, Yo, Rose wild for this one. But it goes deeper. Turns out, this isn't the first time Rosie's name got tied to Chrisean's orbit. Earlier this year, a node-deleted Insta post showed Chrisean backstage at a Maybach Music private party. At the time, nobody clocked it now. The fans are digging, and guess what surfaced? A blurry photo of Rose and Chrisean leaving the same Sprinter van, a leaked Uber Eats receipt with Chrisean's name on it. Delivered to one of Ross's Florida condos. Tia caught wind of all of it, and that's why she crashed out. Tia's response? Unhinged. After the call, Tia Kemp went live. Phone in one hand, Hennessy bottle in the other. Eyes bloodshot, energy unfiltered. I've been minding my business. But let one more influencer call my line about my family. I will shut this WHOLE industry down on camera. She then posted a now-deleted IG story with the caption, "Tell that Crip princess to sit this one out, 'cause this queen ain't never needed a blue rag to go to war," fans losing their minds, and Rick Ross. Silent Rose has yet to respond publicly, but a cryptic tweet from his burner account at Winking Maya showed up hours later. Lions don't explain hyenas. Fans believe it's 100% about Tia and Chris EAN. Top comment. Not him calling both his baby mama and his side Crip a hyena. Last time we saw Tia, she was on live with a bottle in one hand and vengeance in the other. But this next move? Burned bridges, receipts, and reputations, because she didn't just talk. She dropped voice notes at exactly 9:43 a.m. the morning. After the meltdown, Tia Kemp posted a screen recording on IG, full volume. No blur, no filter. Caption: "Since we doing calls and Crip confessions, here's a man begging me not to expose him. Enjoy the soundtrack." And then boom, the first voice note plays. Rick Ross's unmistakable voice. "Tia, I'm asking you, woman to woman, please don't take this online. I know how you get, baby. You'll get surgical with the pain." He continues, "If this gets out, it messes up everything. My rollout, the brand deals, the Diddy situation, all of it." He sounds tired, nervous, beaten. "Don't let the streets eat us up. T, I'm begging you." Pause. Then Tia's voice comes in full venom. "You should have thought about that before trying to fly my sister out while still throwing hush money at me, like I'm a waitress at Wingstop." Boom. The internet didn't even have time to process the first bombshell before the next clip dropped. The Chrisean response. A snippet from Hell Before Noon. Chrisean Rock goes live, smirking, braiding her hair. Music bumping in the background, and, out of nowhere, she plays a diss snippet. Bars over a West Coast beat, raw, unpolished. Up lethal. "I don't need no lemon pepper crying in my DM. Shoulda kept his BM off my line if he ain't mean it now." Tia mad, 'cause she found her. Sis, in screenshots, "I'm just the voicemail. She the whole damn detox." She ends it with, "Rose, move like a boss with toddler problems." And that baby mama still begging for commas. The comment section melted. Chrisean rapping now? We doomed. She took the beat and the baby mama. Lord, Rose need a therapist and a burner phone ASAP. To screenshot that, broke the internet an hour later. A screenshot leaks, cued allegedly from Rosie's old backup phone, shared by a friend of the family. It shows a DM between him and someone saved as S. Kemp Chup, Tia's sister. Here's what the message is. Said Rose, "You always understood me better than Tia. S. Kemp. So why lie, Rose? I didn't lie. I just wasn't done yet." Bro, that line alone, "I just wasn't done yet," went viral. Not done yet, trending worldwide. Memes everywhere. T-shirts printing in real time. But the TA army, ready to go nuclear? The twist. This ain't the first time, turns out. This Rose's Kemp connection isn't new. Digging through old footage, fans uncovered a 2018 video of Ross at a charity gala, with a woman wearing the same dress S. Kemp posted about 3 days prior. Not only that, an anonymous tip sent. In a photo of Ross and S. Kemp leaving a Florida resort back in 2020. Caption, "Tia always thought it was industry girls, but the snake was in her family tree." And here's the kicker. A text thread leaked next, from Rose to Tia, dated March 2024. "I never meant to hurt you, but your sister filled in where you walked away. STOP. T.I.'s final move that day. A Google Drive. She posted a link. No caption. Just emoji inside. Screenshots of child support requests that were denied. Voice notes from Tia to Rosie's teammate full. Then Tia dropped a video of their son. A 12-second clip. No filter. No edits. just real pain. Their teenage son, visibly upset, looks directly into the camera. All I ever wanted was for you to call me back. You post bottles and mansions, but you forgot I exist. He ends with, Mom ain't crazy. She's tired. And just like that, the timeline switched sides. Even critics of Tia started saying Rose need to log off and log in to fatherhood. But then, Chrisean strikes back against Chrisean, fully unbothered. Went live again, this time sitting on a Benz hood outside what fans believe is Rosie's Atlanta mansion. In the live, she's rapping a cappella. He fed me lemon lies. Made me sip with no receipt, said his BM was a storm. But forgot I bring the heat now, the internet crying over baby tears and lies. While I'm sitting in his driveway like, surprise, surprise, chat was going nuts. Is this a warning? She pulling a waiting to exhale outside the mansion? Rose better come outside before she burns the Maybach. But hold on, that wasn't even the final twist. Enter Rick Ross's other baby mama out of nowhere, a mystery. Woman named Nina L starts trending on Twitter. She posts this, y'all worried about Tia and Chrisean? But Rose was texting me the same night. With a receipt, an actual iMessage with his contact name saved as Wingstorm text. Reads, you the only piece I got left. Don't believe the noise. You know, I never stopped wanting you. Nina L tags Chrisean in the post and adds, sis, don't be next. The internet lost its mind. The fallout public opinion shifts AGA just days ago. People were roasting. Tia. Now. She's being called the only sane one in this circus. Hashtag Tia was right trending, no. Too globally. Meanwhile, Chrisean is being dragged for letting herself get played like a pawn. Rose is getting clowned for having more baby mamas than Billboard hits in 2025. And fans are starting to dig through every old Rose interview for contradictions. 1. Resurfaced interview clip has him saying, I protect all my queens. I never let the world see them fight. Well, that didn't age well, but there's one thing fans can't figure out. Why was Rose entertaining all these women at once, publicly, with a rollout pending? Here's what one alleged music industry insider said in a TikTok. Rose had a quiet brand partnership with an upscale tequila line. They were planning to frame him as the grown man CEO archetype to compete with Diddy's collapse. This drama just tanked all of it. Apparently, the deal was worth $18 million now. Dead in the water. But the biggest twist is what Nina L said in her final post. Tia tried to warn everyone. I ignored her too. But when I found out what was on his other phone, I walked away. If y'all ever get your hands on his Notes app, Hugh, what is in the Notes app? Theories are wild. One fan says they saw a screenshot of a note titled Baby Names, 2022 to now. Another says there's a folder in his cloud titled Exit Plan in case of full meltdown. Some think he's keeping diss track drafts on, every single one of them. But one thing's for sure. This is no longer just about baby mamas. This is about power, control, legacy, and exposure. The people have chosen sides. The fans are marching. Rosie's brand is collapsing. And the media, pouring gasoline on everything. You know a scandal has hit critical mass when nightclubs start booing. A man with 25 gold plaques. It happened in Miami. Rose was scheduled for a surprise appearance at Studio Elks, his usual home turf. But when the DJ cut the lights and dropped Hustling, the crowd booed. Not a few haters. The whole VIP section turned on him. Videos went viral showing bottles flying, people chanting, "Where's your son? Pay your BM, bring the sister out." The footage hit Twitter with the hashtag ROZAY runaway, and the industry is quietly panicking. DJ Envy drops a bomb live on air on The Breakfast Club. DJ Envy did not hold back. Mid-segment, he looked into the camera and said, "Let's talk facts. Rosie's been playing boss for years." But behind the scenes, people Ben knew he wasn't taking care of his kid. Then he added, "It's not just bad fatherhood. I've seen the lease agreements. That man ain't owned half the properties. He flexed. He's been renting his reputation. Wild. Charlemagne blinked and said, "That's a hip-hop death sentence." Tia Kemp Books, exclusive with the Shade Room Tia, went live on TSR's IG, giving her most unfiltered, most vicious interview yet. She said, "Y'all call him the boss, but I had to buy our son's cleats last month." She pulled out a stack of receipts, gas money, private school bills, missed visitation texts. Then she looked dead at the camera and said, "This ain't about clout. This is about a black boy who needed a father. Gotta finesse her." The comment section exploded. She got that Angela Bassett rage. Rose fumbled the realest BM in the game. This ain't a PR crisis. This is a paternity exorcism. Chrisean Rocks fans formed the On Crip coalition. Yes, you read that right. Chrisean's fan base, known for chaos, organized the On Crip coalition. It's now flooding Rosie's comments with blue heart emojis boycotting Wingstop streaming. Chrisean's freestyle to #2 on TikTok's trending chart planning a silence for the sun. Walkout, where fans play the audio of Rosie's son's message on loop outside. MMGHQONE organizer said, "This ain't about gangs or gossip. It's about grown men hiding behind money instead of raising their kids." Rick Ross attempts damage control and fails 3 days into the meltdown. Rose finally speaks. He posts a 17-second video, no audio. Just him riding a horse in the backyard of his Georgia estate, shirtless, looking stoic. Caption, "Lions stay silent when hyenas scream." Top comment, "Your kid screamed first. You ignored him too." The video backfired hard. Brands started pulling deals. Belair's account unfollowed Rose. Luke Belair's VP posted, "We do not condone ignoring your children, period." Revolt TV pulled Rosie's upcoming interview special. Celebs start speaking out. 50 Cent couldn't resist. He reposted the cease and desist with the caption, "It's what happens when Wingstop don't fix broken homes." Boosie Badas said on live, "I don't care how many bottles you sell, you ducking your son. You're not a boss, you a billboard with feelings." Kick Palmer tweeted, "There's nothing sexier than a man raising his kid. And nothing sadder than one who won't." And just when it couldn't get worse, a fan uncovered this 2015 tweet from Rose resurfaced. "I'll always be there for my son, not just with money, but presence." It got quote tweeted over 600K times. Top response, "Present where, sir? The MMG mansion don't got a nursery." Tia Kemp ends the week with a final word. She posted a photo of her and her son smiling on a park bench. Caption, "You can keep the chains. I'm raising the legacy." Fans reposted it with the phrase, "Legacy over luxury." A new motto, and a movement. It came out of nowhere. No blog, no promo. No warning. At 3:17 a.m., a private SoundCloud link started circulating in a DM group called MMG Fallout. The title, Rose_confession_full.wav, the uploader. Anonymous. Within the hour, it hit Twitter, Reddit, and TikTok. And by sunrise, Rick Ross's entire fatherhood facade was in flames. The voice memo, Rose. But broken it begins mid-conversation. Rosie's voice, low, tired, shaking slightly. You hear papers shuffling, maybe a drink being poured. Then he says, "I couldn't do it. I told her I'd claim the baby after the album dropped. But I ain't have the nerve to go back to court. It wasn't supposed to get this far." You hear the other person, a male voice, ask, "So that's kid number 4. Rosie responds, "Yeah, Louisiana. Ain't nobody know about her. Not even Tia." Bro, kid number 4 in a completely different state. Hidden, denied. And the worst part? Rosie admits he planned to roll the reveal into a family values rebrand for Q4. Yes, you read that right. He was saving his 4th child for content. The internet goes nuclear within minutes. Hashtags exploded. Hashtag ROZAY baby for hashtag Louisiana secrets, hashtag wings, top want fix. This hashtag confession WAV the voice memo was real. Industry insiders confirmed the audio. One even said we always suspected there was another kid. But this. Planning to monetize the reveal? I'm sick. Tia posts 3 dots. Just after the confession leak, Tia Kemp broke her silence. No caption. No image dot. Just a single black background post with. The comment section flooded instantly. She knew. Sis preparing the final nuke. These 3 dots about to end careers. And Chrisean. GHOSTED. The same woman who's never turned down drama. Dead silent, no tweets. No lives. No shade. Her last IG story. A screenshot of a Bible verse. What's done in the dark shall be brought to light. Luke 8:17, fans speculating she knew about the Louisiana baby, and this was her quiet exit. Top fan theory. Chrisean found out she was just a pawn in a bigger PR lie. And now she's letting karma do the work. The fan theory that changes everything. One Reddit thread with over 100,000 upvotes lays it out. Rose didn't just lie about a kid. He was orchestrating a brand built on fake family values, selling fatherhood while hiding his own. Another comment. This isn't just about baby mamas. It's about how fame lets men rewrite reality until the truth leaks in .wav format. And this one, Rick Ross didn't fall off. He fell through a trapdoor he built under himself. Cliffhanger. The tease of a documentary. In a now-deleted IG story, Tia's publicist posted a video file titled The Mansion FILES Final Cut.mov. That's right. Tia might be working on a documentary. Voiceovers footage. Receipts insiders say it'll expose hidden kids in Diaz with. X's audio of Rose allegedly offering money to bury paternity test results. The tagline, you can own Wingstops. But you can't buy silence. Drop the mic. What's next? Rick Ross hasn't responded. But sources say his PR team is in emergency lockdown. Brand partners, pulling out fans, flipping sides faster than Maybach rims, and Tia. She's not done. Did Rick Ross just get exposed as hip-hop's biggest family fraud? Or is this all just bitter baby mamas and clout-chasing chaos? Let's be real. We watched the boss image crumble piece by piece. Leaked voice notes from Rose himself, his son begging for attention while he posts bottles and Bentleys, a whole secret child. Planned his cue for content, and Tia, the woman they called bitter. Turning out to be the truth teller of the decade, but now you gotta weigh in. Drop a comment and answer these. Is Rose done after this? Can his legacy survive a fourth? Secret kid and an emotional wreckage trail. Was Chrisean just another pawn in his promo game? Or was she really caught off guard? And Tia Kemp, a bitter ex or a heroic whistleblower? Be honest, and most importantly, are you ready for the Mansion Files? Because if that documentary drops, we might see Rick Ross's final curtain, and not on stage. Tap that like if you think Rose owes the world an apology. Share this video with someone who still thinks money makes you a man. And subscribe now, because when that documentary hits, they're breaking it down frame by frame. You've seen the cars, the cribs, the captions. Now you're about to meet the consequences.